got this guy and full screen.
Awesome. Hey everyone, I'm Hunter. I'm the CEO of Ordo. We're a little bit of a different company. Okay. All right, there we go. Let's see. So Ordo is America's fastest growing school lunch program, kind of a unique company. My mom actually worked in child nutrition education at our school district for 35 years, so it's a very personal problem to me. We're set up like a tech company. I'm a Teal Fellow. I'm part of that world, but also in the school lunch world. Our company's incredibly fast growing. We've been growing 2-3x basically since we started it. We're about 8 figures in revenue now, over 15 states, a lot of districts you may know, and that's the company. Basically what we do is we've built a platform of apps that help coordinate a huge network of people that are making school lunch happen. So everything from the caterers to the food suppliers to the school administrators to the regulators. We have apps for everybody that help automate the compliance and regulatory supply chain procurement aspects of the business. And so today I'm actually going to talk a little bit about our go-to-market, specifically our RFP process. Just a show of hands. How many people know what an RFP is or has heard it before? Okay, I see government technology has gotten popular. Yeah. So I won't waste too much of your time, but RFPs are really long documents that government bodies or enterprises issue that you compete on to get their business. So if I want to serve school lunch at your school district, I have to compete on your RFP. These RFPs are really, really big. They are between $3 and $30 million typically on what we're competing on. I've seen ones as large as $80 or $100 million. About $50 billion spent a year on school lunch in America, so huge market. The typical contract length is 5 years, so we have a lot of leeway when we build stuff, and when we build, we're thinking really long term because we're going to keep our customers for a really long time. So everything we build is with that intention, and so RFP Gremlin is to help us scale our RFP process. So last year, oh man, we brute forced our way to winning these. And they were hard. The team was up late hours. Every single proposal is over 100 pages. Every single one custom written. It was so tiring. We basically had 5 people working on this, and we were able to submit 91 RFPs. And so that's why we built RFP Gremlin. And so RFP Gremlin takes an RFP from end to end, and it's replaced a bunch of tools for us along the way. It's become really big. So basically what we'll do is we'll get some information on a school district and we'll extract it into like these custom fields that we've set up. Like, does the district want hot lunch or cold lunch? Do they need Monday through Friday service or Monday through Thursday or whatever? So it pulls it from all the documents and gives us like a summary, and then gives us fields that are very specific to the multiple choice of what they should be. This is an example of like a custom feature that we were able to build. So this is a school district that was featuring a financial deficit. So then you can know, okay, maybe we shouldn't bid here, or they might have an issue, or oh, they need the lowest price, or that might be the most important thing to them. So this is just an example of some of the like custom tooling that we were able to build really quickly when you set up a really nice app for yourself. Yeah, so now the RFP squad just spends their day auto-extracting. It's pretty cool. Only 2 people running this thing. And this year, it's been pretty great in terms of output. It makes really nice, beautiful RFPs where we can show pictures of the food, pictures of the expansion. And, we were shopping for RFP software, and all of them are like very word and text-based. They were very clinical. Even all the, really big ones that you kind of see out there. And so we were like, we're a school lunch company. We kind of have to show photos of the food. It's probably important. We like to show photos where we write, see 100% accurate photos of what you'll get, right? And so in order to do that, we had to build this. And so we were able to build this interface, and you can see this like Microsoft Word style interface that we built. It's really cool with different tabs. And if you could see, like, for example, the blue text over here on the left, that signifies a field. That's an example of something that was pulled with AI and then inserted into our structured templates. So we create structured templates, and then we just like insert information where it makes sense. Yeah, it was really cool. So this year, we had a lot more RFPs running through this thing. And it took way less people to do what we needed to do. And the product that came out was really beautiful and really nice. So I was very happy with this. And this product here, RFP Gremlin, was built by me and my partner, Sheila, Chief Product Officer of the company. So we did this by ourselves. And the team today, you know, we serve in a bunch of states, but I think something that's very unique about us is we only have 12 people on the team. So very small and mighty, but we've done a lot. And all of it has been by kind of leaning into this ideology and building fast and building things that kind of help us do the job every day. So RFP Gremlin was first, then we went crazy, and we were like, wow, this will be cool. So we started building all sorts of tools around it. Everything from like a factory that kind of supports the tools, so we can push tickets to it, expands on them, develops and builds, to all the other apps and pieces around it. And then some of them are still live today in the application. Other things, you know, may see replaced, but we've seen some really cool primitives along the way. You know, even as you're building, I heard someone say like, what's worth, you know, building and what's worth buying. I think as you're investigating this, it kind of becomes clear when you really dig in. You'll find some things that are primitives, and some of those companies are here today. So I think type.com is a really great example of this. So this is an example that you'll run into when you go to build an agent on top of all of your platforms. So you've built all these platforms, you're doing all these things. Now you're like, shit, I want to be able to like call all of the RFPs that were in California or something. And you know, rather than having to build an interface to display and you know, format, it would be nice to have an agent that does this. When you go to build the agents, you'll realize, oh my God, there's so much harnessing and things that you have to do. And so type.com has made it really easy for us to solve some of these problems. And so you can kind of like, as you'd think, chat with the apps and get information and do quick polls. And then when you need to be a little power user, you can run in Gremlin and do your thing. So that's it. I just wanted to run through it quickly, show you all. That's RFP Gremlin. Thank you all. Oh yeah, sure. Any questions? In the back? You, right there. It was the only name. So like RFPs have to be done. So like whether you met somebody and it's warm or you're submitting it cold, you have to do the contract. So it's like if this is an essential part of it, it immediately becomes like a threshold on your capacity. So you want to reduce the capacity of doing the RFPs so that you can actually like do the job. But if you think about it, in the sales motion, yeah, like we do a lot of fun stuff. Like we do tastings, you know, who's going to say no to like free awesome lunch? But I think the RFP is just an essential part of the contracting period, and so being able to do it quickly and scalably is important.
Do you also deliver, like provide the food, or do you get third-party companies to like back-to-back?
Yeah, whenever investors ask me this question, I always say, well, when it's your wedding, did you or your wife go pick up the food? And obviously not. So the caterers all are a part of that, and so if there's delivery or it's done on site, doesn't really matter. That's part of the experience of getting food to people. So.
Have you gotten any signal yet about win rate, like RFP win rates, manual versus automated?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think like we aren't quite measuring that because the thing that we are outputting looks exactly like what we were doing manually. We are just replacing certain elements, and because of this, because you're not going through and just like rewriting, you know, Ross Valley School District like 100 times, you know, you can actually focus on the special sections, and then you create, we have templates and, you know, all that sort of stuff, and then sections where you can save sections and be like, ooh, this one's gonna be good for all the like Atlanta area schools, and, you know, you just save it as a Atlanta area section for whatever. So Yeah, hopefully that answers some of that questions.
Are you going to open source the repo?
Oh, great question. Great question. I have gone back and forth on this. I'll think about it.
How do you verify for accuracy? Because school districts are so specific.
Yeah. Do you mean like accuracy of like what we're writing in the RFP?
Like understanding what their intention is, because districts don't always. Unfortunately, I know way too much about this.
So school lunch is a weird part of school districts. They are longstanding, 75 years program of record for free lunch. And so kind of what happens is like this has been standardized at the state level, and it's just like what are the components and what does the state contracting allow for. So we have all these standardized fields. A lot of them are like true or false, or like do they want hot service on breakfast and lunch? And AI is like really good at catching that type of stuff. So it's pretty great.
Do you see like any more complexity, especially the specialized stuff? Because like like menus have been evolving much more. Like there are people now vegetarian, vegan, or like there is a lot of different like type of like menus now. And so do you see like an increasing like in the cost, or for example the diversity of like items?
Yeah, so like, he asked about like, different types of meals and accommodating allergens. So we do that, we're required to do that, but we go above and beyond with that kind of stuff. The thing that's really special about Ordo is that all of our meals are scratch made. We do that also because it's awesome, but like the other piece is that you're buying commodities at the commodity level. So you're not buying it from a food manufacturer with all this margin on it and all this shit. So you can basically like make cool stuff and it's not gonna cost as much, so to speak. That's the fundamental underwriting for the company, so. Red in the back.
Yeah, so Ordo is like a tech-enabled services business. I'm curious internally how they come up with AI and agents like that. And like RFP thing is obviously a part of that, but I think a lot of sort of like pure tech companies. So I'm curious how you've seen that.
Like how we think about buying. I think like what I was saying before about primitives is really important. You're like, what is the primitive of this technology? Like, what do I want to spend my time doing? What do I not want to spend my time doing? And I think for every company, it's specific to the company and it becomes clear as you step into it. I think the thing that's weird about it, like we're not a great case study because like how many school lunch companies do you know who are also like up here talking about this stuff and doing this thing? So I think we're a weird one. I wouldn't be resemblant of it. I'd be more like any other tech, friend that you're asking that question to, so.
We can do one more.
Right there.
How long did it take you to build the platform?
RFP Gremlin was built in 4.5 weeks. The entire internal platform you just saw, everything, was built in the last 90 days. And the original core applications were built pretty quickly. I mean, even before AI, like there was Ruby on Rails, and we had a gem for everything. So, it's part of the shtick. Cool.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Perfect. Thank you, Hunter. That was fantastic.